Caleb Williams is the guy. What do you like about him?
Well, I mean, I think when I've watched the tape, what I like is that I've seen him have the capabilities of doing everything, which to me is what you want from a quarterback. Is I know we oftentimes will fall in love with the physical traits, the creativity, which, I know a lot of people have compared him to Patrick Mahomes already. I don't ever like to jump to those levels, but I see why, because there is a creativity. There's a unique ability to throw the football on the move. So it's that part of it. But to me, it's more, that I've seen him have the capabilities of playing inside the pocket, being patient, making big time throws down the field. And so I've seen aspects of everything I want in a quarterback. And so that's what excites me about the possibilities. Now, I need to see him be more consistent in certain areas, and it's hard because Caleb's one of those guys that his tape 2 years ago is completely different than his tape last year. So you always have to ask the question, okay, what am I getting? Who am I getting? Which Caleb Williams am I getting? But I've seen the capabilities of all of those things, and that's what excites me about it. But I'm also going to caution is that, I said that about Justin Fields. And to me, it's not as much a knock on Justin Fields as it is just, I think you have to always be realistic with what's in front of you. And I believe Justin Fields was thrown into the situation in Chicago before he was ready. He wasn't ready to play the position. He wasn't ready to process the information at the level he needed to at the pro level, but he was thrown in and basically said, here, go try to win games for us the best you can. And so what we saw was a quarterback that, struggled to develop and to learn those things because he was thrown in and had to survive. And it was unfair to him in a lot of ways. But the unfortunate part is I can't hope that because I put players around him that all that stuff is going to come together and he's going to be able to do that. I needed to see that in these first 3 years, and that was the unfortunate part. So I caution them not to do the same thing with Caleb Williams, is that he can be creative. He can make a lot of plays like Justin Fields did. He can be special in that regard, but that doesn't win in the National Football League. We need that to be a complementary part to playing the position, seeing it, getting it out, being accurate, being on time, letting your playmakers make plays for you. And Caleb has the capabilities of doing that, but he didn't do it enough last year for USC. Whatever the reason, team around him, bad defense, feeling like I don't care what it was. What I want to see here in his first year is them honing in on him playing from inside the pocket, playing the game, becoming a passer, seeing the field, getting the ball out, and then allowing the creative piece to become secondary and not just throwing him in and giving him the ball and, letting him run around and be creative, but not developing him as a quarterback or at least developing to see if he can be that guy. Because that was the disservice to me with Justin Fields is they never, were able to put him in a position to kind of force the issue there so we could just see. I just want to see, can he learn this? Can he be good at this stuff? Can he survive this way? I just didn't feel like there was enough of that because of the situation around him, the talent around him, and the fact that he didn't get a chance to sit, grow, learn, and then when he finally got placed in there, was in a better position to show people what he was capable of.
When you talk about talent around the quarterback, man, what a sweet situation for Caleb with the additions the Bears made. And if Rome Odunze is as half as good as advertised, that's going to be something really special. This guy's got so much on his plate. He's going to have to placate some pretty big egos in that receivers room as well. This is going to be a really fun thing to watch. Do the Bears have the best wide receivers, in your opinion, in the NFL now?
I don't know. I mean, I think there's some good situations out there, and I kind of want to see the same thing. Like DJ Moore is a stud number one. We know that. So he can be that X receiver that can really play anywhere you want him to play. Keenan Allen, one of my favorite players in the league, third down specialist, route running specialist, great slot player, worked the underneath areas of the field as well as anybody, DJ over the top. Now, I love Rome, and, watching him on tape, I thought he was the best route runner of all these guys. but I also thought he was better inside in the slot than he was outside. So I'm intrigued to see what this looks like. And, maybe Rome can be that dynamic player outside as well. But Keenan's a slot player. And he's going to be a slot player because of, his age and his speed. He's not the speed guy, and because of what he does route running. So how they mix all these guys together is going to be fascinating to me to see how it works, how they're able to play with these guys, who becomes what within this offense. But I do believe they've got, for sure, a dynamic wide receiver room. And I love the complementary pieces to it. I love when you have a guy that can be your safety net, like a Keenan Allen. Third and short situations, man, I know he's going to win, on his choice routes or his underneath read routes. And then I can let the other guys be complementary pieces over the top if everybody wants to clamp him. So I like those parts of it that I really feel like, they've got some guys that complement each other really well in the passing game, which to me becomes really, really important. So defenses have to pick their poison. Whereas, some teams you have, two good receivers, but they're kind of the same receiver. I like when you have different types of receivers so you can really mix and match them well and design your plays around complementary skill sets, as opposed to, having to, like you said, pick your, okay, they all have a similar skill set. So I got to find ways to get the ball to this guy. And then I got to put the other guy in this situation to get the ball to him. I like having those complementary pieces if your guys can't just do everything.
I know so far all we have to judge is a rookie mini camp and the words we hear the new Bears speak, but I like a lot of those words. I like Williams suggesting he wants to rewrite history, and Adunze has said the same thing. He was shocked when told how low the Bears' career receptions or receiving yards record is. Johnny Morris, who retired before Nixon was elected, Kurt,